Hey, it's Tony here at Smart Toyota. Hey, check this one out. It's a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross Nightshade Edition. It's built on the SE hybrid platform. These are going to be really hard to find in 2024, so I wanted to jump out and get a quick video of this one. By the way, this one is sold, spoken for, but we can get some more. We can order one. We can put one on hold or an order on it for you. But in this video, we're just going to dive inside. We'll check out the exterior. Let's get started right up front. So what is a Nightshade Edition in the Toyota lineup? Well, it is all about black. So you'll see on this particular unit, we're going to see some black wheels, black emblems, black treatments on the exterior, and then on the Nightshade Edition, a really cool interior because it's built on the SE platform. So let's talk about the headlight setup. As you can see, we've got projector style LED headlights, and those have automatic on and off. They also have automatic high beams. What's interesting is the turn signals here. Those are still halogen, so I'm kind of surprised by that. We've got, of course, daytime running lights. There's side accent lamps here, as well as turn signals on your mirrors, and those are LED. And then your taillights are LED as well. We'll take a look when we get back there, but you can see an LED light's going to have a really crisp, clear blink to it. It doesn't fade in and out, it's just on and off. Now the SE Edition does not come standard with fog lights. Typically you'll see the fog lights down here. The XSE Edition would have the fog lights. Now those fog lights get installed there and they can be added to an SE Edition. Could be a dealer installed feature. As far as the rest of the front end, all matte black with a little bit of midnight black gloss on here as well. So this is a matte black finish. This is ABS plastic. It's scratch and dent resistant, easy to replace, doesn't need to be painted. If you pick up a crack or something, you can change that out pretty easily. We've got midnight black paint here, and then on the hybrid edition, the SE and the XSE edition, this whole panel is different than you're going to see on the gas edition of the Corolla Cross. Also, the badge up here is all blacked out as well. It's kind of a smoked glass across there. Behind that emblem is the dynamic radar cruise control sensors. And then there's some additional sensors right up here in the windshield. Those are going to be for your lane tracing assist, road sign detection. It also helps with the automatic on and off for your high beams. Now the one thing about the Corolla Cross is they've treated it with a number of little Where's Waldo, so that's kind of a logo or an outline of the vehicle right behind the license plate. And as I walk around this one, I'm going to point out a couple more places where they kind of hide that logo or the name of the vehicle. So let's swing around to the side. We'll take a quick look at the wheel and tire setup. So here's a quick profile look at this one. The color on this one is a midnight black metallic. It's also available in silver and also white with the Nightshade package. Take a look at the front setup and your tire and your wheel package. So this is a 16-inch cast aluminum wheel. You can see it's a gloss black painted with blacked out lug nuts. Four-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, traction control, a sport tuned suspension on the SE Edition. The tires on that, these are an all-season Goodyear tire. This particular tire is a 225 55 18-inch wheel, so a big wheel and tire on this one. And the profile is a 55 series, so a little wider sidewall, give you a little bit more protection on those wheels, and also much better for off-road driving. The overfenders are the ABS plastic we see on a lot of Toyotas. Great thing about these fenders is they can be removed with a twist of a screwdriver or a wrench and can be replaced if you do pick up a dent or ding. You don't need to paint them. Now this one's also equipped with the factory mud guards. That's going to be down in this area here. Added protection, body side moldings here, and then the blacked out all-wheel drive badge on the back there. Like all of your SUVs on Toyota, we get that large, oversized rocker panel ABS, and that's actually applied over the top of the existing door here. So it's going to protect that lower door against dings, especially if you throw your door open, your kids throw it open into a curb or something like that. you can replace these really easily without damaging the bottom of your door. So it does add that extra protection on there. Also adds to the style of it. I think it makes it more rugged and gives it an off-road look. Colored to match door handles, smart keyless entry system, outside mirrors that break away. They also have blind spot monitoring. They're heated and they're also power operated. And then they also fold in like so. And there's those LED turn signals I pointed out earlier. What I do like about the SE Edition, especially in the Nightshade, is there's no chrome up and over the windows here. It's all blacked out with scratch resistant material added right here. So when you close the door with rings on your fingers, you're not going to scratch your doors up. The Nightshade SE Edition does come with the rails, roof rail. Crossbars are here. And then this one's been upgraded with the power sliding moonroof on there as well. Now your rear windows, of course, those are all privacy glass. All your back windows, including the tailgate window. Gas door is going to be right here on the driver's side. And again, with the overfenders on the back, very thoughtful detail here. So it comes here, and then when the door connects, it also adds it to there. So you've got protection up over the top of this door too. And for those of you who have kids, you know how your kids can toss their doors open into the neighbor's door. That's going to add some protection there too. Prevent or minimize dents and dings from that perspective. Again, four-wheel disc brakes on all the way around, fully independent four-wheel independent suspension, and then the all-wheel drive system on here as well. So let's go ahead, we'll slide around to the back, and we'll look at the tailgate and the rear setup on the Corolla Cross for 2024. So at the rear, you can see that the taillights are LED bulbs. They kind of have like a quad bulbs in there. The third brake light's also LED. It's behind the glass here, so it's easy just to clean the window to clean off your third brake light. We've got the color to match shark fin antenna up top, high mounted spoiler here, and then right up on this area right here, hopefully you can see it in the video. I'll throw some light there, maybe you can see it. But it's actually embossed with Corolla Cross right there. So another one of those kind of hidden areas where they're talking about the vehicle. But it does have a nice profile on the back, kind of a chunky, big shoulders on the back wheel walls. We have blacked out badging for your SE and your hybrid. It's blacked out because it's a Nightshade package. They do make the SE with chrome badges there as well. And then of course Nightshade includes a black Toyota badge. We have a rear washer wiper, rear window defrost. Backup camera is going to be right underneath here. And then there are two backup lights under there as well, and those are LEDs. This one's been upgraded with the threshold protection on the bumper, and so that's this piece of plastic right here. That is an upcharge, but you can see it does have Corolla Cross, and there's another Corolla Cross logo there as well. As far as the lower bumper, again, the ABS plastic, and these are going to be reflectors. Those are not lights on the back. They do offer it with a power liftgate as an upgrade. This one doesn't have that, but it does have a handle here, and it's not very heavy, so it's pretty easy to close. Blacked out Corolla Cross badging here. Again, part of the Nightshade package. Let's go ahead and take a look at the power plant on the Hybrid Edition. So for 2024, the Hybrid SE Edition does come standard with the 2-liter hybrid system, which is a really good engine. This is a 16-valve gasoline engine, dual overhead cam with a CVT automatic transmission, and of course all-wheel drive. Now the great thing about this with the hybrid synergy system is it actually boosts up the horsepower from the non-hybrid. So the 2-liter gasoline engine's 269 horsepower, but once you go to the hybrid setup that you see here, this goes to 196 horsepower. So really great performance out of this. As I mentioned, it is an all-wheel drive, and the great thing about the all-wheel drive is the rear wheels are actually powered by an electric motor. And so saves on weight because you don't have the drive shaft going to the back wheels. but also for the most part, you're driving around in a front wheel drive SUV or crossover. And then when the sensors detect that it needs power to the rear wheels, it kicks in those electric motors. And that's what really helps to contribute to the fuel economy on this at 42 miles per gallon, which is pretty darn good fuel economy for a crossover all-wheel drive vehicle. So let's talk about warranties. The gasoline engine and the CVT automatic transmission, they have a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. No deductible on that. As far as the hybrid system, so the mechanics on the hybrid system, they have a 10-year, an 8-year, 100,000 mile mechanic warranty. A little bit of a brain deal there. And then as far as the hybrid battery, that's going to be 10 years, 150,000 miles. So 3 warranties, 560, 8-year, 100,000, and then 10-year, 150 on the battery. Really great warranties and no deductible on those warranties. By the way, under the hood, here's another one of those Corolla Cross little hidden gems I talked about before. And then as far as the Toyota Care, comes standard with Toyota Care. Toyota Care covers basic maintenance. So your oil changes, your fluid top-offs, tire rotations. Toyota covers those, that basic maintenance for the first 2 years, 25,000 miles. That'll save you hundreds of dollars in maintenance. Also, Toyota provides roadside assistance as part of Toyota Care. And that again is covered for 2 years or 25,000 miles. So you get the confidence of roadside assistance and the savings on your maintenance for the first 2 years, 25,000 miles. So a really great warranty package on the Corolla Cross for 24. Okay, let's get started on the inside. We'll take a quick look at the driver's door first. It is an all black door panel on here, including a black handle, a little bit of silver trim here, one touch up and down on all 4 windows. Only the driver's window switch is backlit. Power door locks are here and their power mirrors. There's a bottle holder and a pocket here on the door, and then also a speaker. Up on the dashboard, pretty much all black dashboard with again some of the silver trim here and also on the steering wheel, but primarily all black. I would have liked to seen some of that red stitching that they do on some of the vehicles on the dashboard, and that's primarily because the seats are kind of a red mesh. The SC Edition is a cloth seat with the red insert and then the red racing stripe down the center. And then we do have a height adjustable headrest on all 4 outboard headrest, and then a height adjustable seat belt. The seat itself does have a height adjustment, a recliner, and airbags built into the seat, but it's not power operated. There is a handle under the front. On the SC Edition, XSE does have a power driver seat. Down on the dashboard, dimmer switch for your dash lights, automatic high beams, traction control on and off, gas door release, hood release, footrest, brake, and accelerator where you'd expect them. And then we also have a tilt and manually telescoping steering wheel. So hitting all the sweet spots, covering the basics pretty well. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. So behind the wheel on the SE Edition, pretty standard equipment. There's a couple upgrades on this one that I want to point out, but as far as the steering wheel goes, it's leather wrapped. We do have electric power steering, fingertip controls for cruise control over here, with some controls for the sound system, dynamic radar cruise control, and lane tracing assist on and off here. And then the SE Edition does have paddle shifters, so your upshift is here, downshift is over here. Then we've got our sound system controls, Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone, and voice activation are there. Headlight controls are over here with the automatic headlight control right there on the bottom. Auto meaning it'll turn the headlights on and off by themselves. I do like the fact that they used red stitching on the inside of the steering wheel. Again, I would like to seen it up on the dashboard as well, the stitching right here. There's wiper controls here. We do have intermittent settings for the front and rear washer wipers, and then our intermittent settings are over here. Let's go ahead and look at the gauge cluster. The SE Edition does come with the smart keyless entry system, so 2 key fobs, and in order to start it, we've got the push button start. So foot on the brake, and then we can go ahead and fire it up. Now, what you'll find interesting is the engine may or may not start when you start it up initially, because it's a hybrid. The system determines whether it needs the gas engine or not to start. So right now it's actually running in the electric mode. On the left side we have our tach and our temperature gauge. We have our trip reset also. Then there's an information center right here in the middle, which has a fuel computer, direction of travel, outside temperature, all that type of stuff. And your dynamic or your safety sense settings can be changed in there as well. Over on this side, we have our speedometer and our fuel gauge with a reminder that the gas door is on the driver's side. Hits all the sweet spots, covers the basics, nothing overly fancy as far as that goes. Let's go ahead and take a look at our center stack. In 2023, Toyota simplified the head unit for this particular vehicle, and for many of them. Last year, in 2022, there were 4 switches down this side, 4 over here, a whole bunch of different buttons that, frankly, I have a Corolla and I never used. So now they have a whole new software on here, and it is all touch, except for this one switch right here for your volume on and off. That's the only switch on the sound system. Of course, we have Apple CarPlay. We have Amazon. It's Alexa compatible, and Google Play, and all of those things are available here. We have Sirius satellite radio, so XM satellite radio. 3 months of the platinum subscription, no charge, and then of course there's a fee for that. And it does also incorporate a backup camera, so we'll take a look there. So there's your backup camera. On the SE edition, it does not have path projection, so it doesn't actually, the lines don't move, but it is pretty clear and easy to see, and it does definitely come in handy. Take a look a little bit further down. We have 4 of these vents across the front of the dash, up, down, left, and right controls for those, no off switches for those. And then on the SE edition, we have automatic temperature control, which can be set up only for the driver's side control. So it's driver's temperature control. When you go to the XSE edition, then you get passenger side controls as well. Of course, we have rear window defrost, front window defrost. By the way, when you turn on the rear window defrost, it does heat up those outside mirrors to get any ice or snow off of those as well. So that's a nice thing, particularly in the northern climates. Now let's take a look down a little bit further on the center console. This area is laid out pretty nicely in terms of features. This one doesn't have too many upgrades, so there's a couple extra places for switches. On an XSE, those switches would be used for your heated seat controls. We do have one USB-C port right here to plug in, and then the SE does have wireless charging, so you can just drop your smartphone there. If it's wireless charging capable, away you go. There's 2 switches. One is this EV switch right here, and then the drive mode switch. So EV mode's for slow driving in a garage, parking garage. It doesn't put it in full EV mode. It only works at slow speeds, which can be nice for parking garages or that type of thing. Right here's our drive mode. So this is where we can change between eco, normal, and sport. Of course, here's our shift pattern. This is all kind of a gloss black with more of that silver trim. This is all rubberized here, and I noticed they added the red stitching here as well, so just tying that all in with that SE. Here's our parking brake, which is electric or electronic, and then here's our brake hold, and then down here we have 2 cup holders, and you can see it's kind of slotted out so you can actually drop your smartphone in there as well. Back up here and we'll take a quick look at the armrest, kind of zoom out a little bit. There we go. So it's a cloth armrest, padded armrest. Nice space under here, a little storage, and a USB-C, and then a 12 volt down here as well. So a couple places to charge in, and then there's cable management here, so you can run your cables through here as well. So up front, you have a total of 4 different places to plug in your stuff. Here's a quick look at the passenger seat. I think you could probably see that red seat pattern on there a little bit more. It's kind of a red and black on there. Same features on the doors with the bottle holders and such. This one is upgraded with the JBL audio system, so you get those extra tweeters up there in the A-pillar. You can see the chrome or silver trim running all the way across. Glove box is down here with your owner's manuals. This is not a locking glove box, though, on the Corolla Cross. Overhead, we've got some passenger assist grips. We've got our power sliding moonroof, which has a shade on it. And, of course, that also opens up completely. And then up here we've got lighted vanity mirrors, visor extensions, and then the overhead console with your reading lights, moonroof controls right here, and then this switch is for safety connect. So if you need roadside assistance, you push that, Toyota will get you the help you need. The rear view mirror on this particular one is the standard basic old school flip up and down. There's a frameless mirror option for this as well. I strongly recommend it. I think it's about $175. I have it on my car and I think it's a great feature. You might want to take a look at that for yourself. Here's a quick look up front from the back seat, give you the perspective from back here. A couple features down below I want to point out. Vents here, on and off switch for these vents as well. So if there's nobody back here and you want to keep the cold or warm air up front, you can turn that on and off. Way down there, I don't know if you can see them, but there's 2 USB plugs down here as well. Those are backlit, so at night you can see them. Pockets on the back, or a pocket on the back of this seat, I should say. No pocket on the back of this seat. And then I've got this driver's seat pretty much all the way back, and you can see the legroom's okay. You sit kind of high back here though, so that's nice. There's an overhead dome light right there. Backseat passengers have a passenger assist grip. There's a coat hook. As far as the seat belts go, there are 3 seat belts, same seat style we saw up front. I mentioned we have adjustable headrest. No armrest back here though. This doesn't fold down. You can fold down the seats from here though. So you can reach over and fold that seat down pretty easily and get access to the back seat. The one thing I don't care for in the back of a Corolla Cross is the cup holders. So the cup holders are actually right here on the door and they're integrated. They look like it'd be a good idea. The problem is if you put a cup of coffee in there or something without a lid on it, you go to slam that door shut, guess what? You're gonna have coffee all over the inside of the car. So I'm not a big fan of that, but if you put the lid on, you're fine. Speakers down here, power door locks in the same door handle, black door handle up above. And then, as I mentioned, privacy glass on all the back windows. So as a hatchback, it's really nice. That opens up pretty high. Power liftgate is an upgrade. This one doesn't have that, but I don't know, my personal opinion, you probably don't need it, but you decide for yourself. Nice opening though. Nice low lift over. This one has the upgrade of the threshold protection here. Tonneau cover on here, that's part of the moonroof package. So this is part of the power sliding moonroof I showed you earlier in the video. It's retractable. It's also removable. It's kind of got a spring loaded setup on it, so you can just easily pull it out and set it aside if you don't need it, put it in your garage or what have you. But the floor, generally speaking, is nice and low. Notice we've got the 60-40 fold down seat, so 40% right there. Tie down hooks in all 4 corners. Behind here, this is actually where you can find the AC/DC or the battery, the actual battery for the vehicle. So if you need to jump start it, you can jump it from the rear or from the front. Little storage cubby here. There's also fix-a-flat down underneath, so no spare tire, no full-size spare tire. One of the reasons that is, I'll pull this up and show you underneath, is that electric cable right there. That's actually the power cable going back to the rear motor. And so you don't have a full-size spare tire, you have a fix-a-flat. And by the way, you also have that Toyota Care, so if you need it, you can go ahead and push the button up front and get the help you need. Now this one has been upgraded, I mentioned earlier, with the JBL audio system. That's $900 or so. You get, let's see, 9 speakers, this subwoofer, and an amplifier, so it's a pretty good sound system. There is a cargo light back here, and then there's these little hooks right here for your grocery bags as well. So pretty practical. You can drop this seat from back here if you've got longer arms. Give it a push. Check out how much room there is. Pretty strong. Lots of cargo room. Very practical, very versatile vehicle, the Corolla Cross. So there you go. That's our 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross SE Nightshade Edition. Pretty cool car, 42 miles per gallon, all-wheel drive. This one stickers at about $34,000. It is sold. There's more available. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. feel free to share it out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know and I'd be happy to do my best to answer those. This is Tony here at Smart Toyota. Thanks for watching.